Hi everybody, I'm Shah from Charlie's Angel Tarot and welcome back. This is your yearly reading for the year 2021, and if you're new, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell on all and set your settings in YouTube and your mobile device correctly. If you don't know how to do that, there is a video under news and updates in the playlist. Okay, so I wish everybody really a prosperous, a healthy and a safe year ahead. And I'm just going to explain a little bit what the year is going to be like and what the number is and what the number means. And of course I'm going to do your reading for the energy of each month. Okay, I start off by saying this year will be the element fire, and it will be number 5, and 5 obviously means not being in balance. I did my research because as you all know, I'm not an astrologer, but I do dabble with numerology and astrological things. Astrology. Okay, now this is going to be an unpredictable year among others, and we are going to trying to attain our balance because there's a lot of new beginnings and opportunities. There will be choices to be made or decisions. This year we will want more adventure, more travel, more fun, and this year will be also this element number 5 is the fire element, but also it relates to the zodiac signs, basically the fire signs Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, and it's some of the things that this 5 stands for will relate to these signs, and perhaps they will feel more at home next year than they've done this year. I hope we will. Because it will also be an unconventional, because the fire signs don't like to be pinned down. They do like tradition, but they don't like to be trapped, because they're always busy and in action. They are curious. So next year we will be more curious, or should be more curious. Freedom is the utmost importantness this year, and safety, as we have been trapped last year. There will be changes, and there will be opportunities be presented to you, and also what is significant, our senses will be sharpened, or they will change, as also we have the 5 senses, that is seeing, smelling, talking, listening and speaking. So we have to perhaps watch out what we say or how we say it. We have to look at things from a broader perspective or from a different perspective. We have to listen more acutely perhaps to certain things, and so that we can remember it, or that we can ask to if we don't understand something. Number 5 is the pivot point between the numbers 1 and 10. This card, according to the research I've done, several astrologers also relate number 5 to the Arcana card number 5, the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is the High Priest, or also the Lord in other decks. Actually, what is he? No, this is not it. I thought I had it. Never mind. So this is a vibrational year of number 5 and fire. Now the positive things of fire is the senses. They are very sharp, they're very quick, they're independent, free thinking, and we do want free thinking and free speaking, or freedom of speech, as we have been restricted in a lot of things. Things are going to move fast, and also there will be a lot of action. There might be the fire signs they resent restrictions and responsibilities. That does not mean to say that they are not responsible, but they don't like to be restricted. They do love traditions, but they don't want to be pinned down. They need to move. They are always busy, like I said, and they need their freedom so they can move. They're very individualistic people. Okay, they don't, and they are very choosy. They choose who they attach to, or to what they attach themselves. They're also very inquisitive. So this is a message for us. This is the energy. So you might not want to be attached to something like a group, but also take care that you don't isolate yourself either. There's always two sides to things. Remember that. We need to have the vision or the perspective for a better future, and also try to maintain balance as much as possible in our lives through making the right choices or decisions, especially if we want a steadier future. That also means our environment, not just our children or people around us or the animals, but also the environment. We need to take care more of Mother Nature so that she will take care of us. I know it sounds crazy for some that don't believe in it, but you know the saying, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of another. So we need to take care of ourselves and the people around us, the animals and nature. Only then can we make big changes. The fire energy are also witty, playful and creative. That's why when I say with a fire sign, action is work, creativity is hobby, but that is also fun. It is also, and they are also logical, so we might have to be more logical about things and strategic, and be more creative and be more playful. Let our inner child come out. Okay. Then the negative side is stagnation, being rash, fear of change and lack of vitality. Now if we stagnate and procrastinate, then and we don't come into action, then because we fear change, for example, then we'll lose our vitality. We'll have lack of vitality. So make sure that you get the balance between your life, your work life and your free life, your relaxation or creation time in balance. This is how you will be feeling top notch. Don't be rash. Don't decide things very quickly. Watch out what you say. And that is the energy for next year. Now I'm going to use one card for each month and 3 oracle cards, as you can see, and I will be telling you what the energy is of that month. I suggest load the video down if you can, and or come back every month and see what the energy is for each month for your sign. I hope you will enjoy this reading. I had to do it again because I had 4 cards in each month, but it was over an hour long and I've only got a laptop and he won't load it up. It stops quarter of the way. So I hope this one will load up. Take care and enjoy your uh, parties or your festivities over Christmas and the New Year period. And I hope you will all have a beautiful year. Thank you. Now let's go to the reading. Hi Libra, this is Shah from Charlie's Angel Tarot, and this is your 2021 reading, and here we go. I'm sorry I have shaken the cards, but you know, what comes onto the table comes onto the table. I do not sort my cards out. But your first card that you come in with is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords means that there might be a third party. Everybody says so, but I don't think so. I think the Three of Swords is loss and sadness. This could be loss of a pet. This could be a loss of a job. This could be loss of anything. It could also be the third party, especially if it was a romance reading, then I would say there could be a third party. But perhaps it could also be that somebody is interfering in your partnerships, whether it is in work or in romance, and they're trying to break you up. Perhaps it is somebody jealous. It can also be somebody that's manipulative and doesn't. It could be a parent as well. You know, like they think that their son is or daughter is perfect and their partner isn't good enough for them, and they could be interfering. But it could also, of course, be a third party, that somebody is not being true or honest, or you've separated and gone off with, and they have gone off with somebody else, or you have, but you have a broken heart. Somebody's left with a broken heart. But the Three of Swords is so much more, and a lot of people don't realize this. It's not only when somebody passes away or when somebody leaves their partner with a third party. It could also be a warning that something could be happening, that a third party is intervening in your relationship or a friendship. So be forewarned. This is in January. If you do have a broken heart in January, all of us do have losses, and sometimes we do feel depressed or sad about a loss, even if it is 40 years later. Take it from me. My father passed away more than 40 years ago, and I still miss him. And yes, I do still have a broken heart, but time heals. If you find yourself in such a position, then clear the air. Talk to somebody about it. A problem shared is a problem aired, and then you can cope much better with it. Now, we're going on to February, and you've got the Princess of Cups. This is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is Pisces, and as you know, the water signs are quite highly sensitive, meaning not only highly sensitive that they will change moods very quickly, but I mean highly sensitive to the spiritual world. They listen to their intuition or use their intuition, and this could be a Pisces, but don't exclude Cancer or Scorpio, as they are also very sensitive and psychic. They are people that don't, depending on whether they're the queen, the king, or the page, or right, one can keep control of, like the king and the queen. They have their emotions in check, and they can usually communicate with the other realms much better and sharper as they have reached matureness. So perhaps you might be seeking advice from a medium or a psychic that is a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio in February. These are nurturing, loving, caring people, also sexy and sensual. Okay, they they are also passionate, and especially they go for what they want, and they do it with care and nurturing, love and passion. Like working in the healthcare, a lot of these people work in the healthcare. It's not don't have to be only a nurse or a doctor, but they can also be a receptionist in a health institution. Okay, perhaps you might have applied for a job in the healthcare, and you might be receiving news about your application in February. In March, you have the Nine of Wands. You've been going through a tough time, but you're also a tough cookie, and you have persevered. You might feel you want to give up now. Don't. You've come so far. So far. You're at the end because the 9 and 10 is an ending, and where there is an ending, there is a new beginning. So don't give up in March. And I have to tell you all that the first 4 to 6 months, 5 months are a struggle for every single sign that I have done so far. Okay, Libra, so don't get upset and don't get your panties in a twist. And you, in April, you have the Fool, the new beginning. Okay, like I said, an ending, new beginning. It's going to happen. And it could happen in March, because you've got the 9 there, and that's an ending, but it will definitely begin in April. Something new is on the horizon for you in April. And that is springtime, and things are coming back to life after being dormant. Take that leap of faith, even if you haven't got all the information. Whoa, nice one. Then in May, you have the Seven of Wands. You might feel you have to defend yourself in May for something. Look at it from a high perspective or from a different perspective. You don't need to justify yourself because you've got both feet steady on the ground. You should not have to justify yourself to friends and family. They should accept you the way you are. Now, if you do have to defend yourself, do so, but otherwise walk away. Walk away from other people's drama as well. You've got number 7, so you've got luck on your side. And you are in between 2 new beginnings. You've got a new beginning here, an ending, new beginning there, and you've got the Death card, which also represents Scorpio. You are in a transformational period from March to right up to June. And you've got number 13, so you will be making more friends and building things on proper foundations as 13 becomes a 4. And you could be dealing with a Scorpio. You might feel that you have to defend yourself or defend yourself from this Scorpio, or react back to their buts and ifs. Don't go there. If they either accept you as you are, or they're not really worthwhile knowing as a friend. Now, let's have a look. We have the 8 of Wands in July. The 8 of Wands. Things are happening really fast because you've got these new beginnings, so something is happening. You've got 1, 2, 3 new beginnings. Wow. Things are happening fast. You're also, I feel, with this card, although it isn't a card of recognition, I feel you are being noticed because there's a lot of things happening. You're changing very fast and you're going with the flow. lots of these wands are flying through the sky, so that means news through cyber, email, text message, telephone call or airmail paper, letters arriving. You could be traveling for work, you could be going on holiday. Wow. Okay, so don't give up. You are in your power in July because you've got an 8. That's your powerhouse. You're standing strong. You're also in your power in May. Okay, you're moving up from the 7 to an 8. You're experiencing, you're learning, you're feeling good and strong. You're standing with both feet on the ground. Whoa. And there's money coming to you because this is also your money house. Like I said, you might be getting a job in February in healthcare. But I think you are transforming rapidly, and I think that could also be promotions. That is what I'm hearing. In August, you have the Lovers. You could be meeting a Gemini, because the Lovers do represent Gemini, and it could be a Pisces. It's lying underneath the Pisces. But don't forget, the Princess is the Page, and there could be, that's prominently Pisces, but don't forget Gemini. Sorry, Cancer or Scorpio. Okay, now the Lovers is definitely Gemini. Okay, and you've also got Sagittarius, so you might be forming partnerships. You might be getting news from a prospective partner, a soulmate. You are awesome. You are in balance. Wow, great stuff. In September, you have Temperance. You are in balance in August because you've got a 6, and you've got the 2 people. Together you stand strong. So forming a relationship, a partnership in romance or in business in August. And you're trying to keep the balance. This could be with a Gemini, or like I said, or a Pisces. Now it is Sagittarius. And perhaps you're trying to balance work and the home front. Perhaps you're trying to find spiritual balance between your heart and mind, or your heart and soul, or in love. Okay. Wow, that is great. And you know, this is a year 5, and it's actions, decisions, choices, moving onwards and upwards, where you are certainly doing that, and very quickly, and lots of things happening in July. Perhaps you might be getting tired in September and you'll need to take a rest, but I don't see any holiday cards here. Okay, well, you have to keep the balance. You are in balance in August, so you are warned now. Forewarned is forearmed. Steady yourself. Don't do things in haste. Don't keep on going on and on. You're burning the candle at both ends. You will burn out. Don't. You've got a 5 though, and you've got 2 5s, because 1 and 4 is a 5, so you have the Hierophant, which is the 5. And he's significant, and he represents this year as well. He's the they say it is the fire energy, because this year is the fire energy 2021, but he is Taurus. He represents Taurus, and he does look a lot like the Emperor. He's a man, the head of an institution, and this could also be the head of a municipality. He's the head of the church in the tarot, but he represents a head or somebody from a municipality or an institution. You might be seeking advice. Perhaps you're getting married and you're seeking advice from the Hierophant, a spiritual guide, or a marriage guide. This could also be in the registrar office. Yeah, so there you are. The municipalities are coming out. Wow. Perhaps I think the COVID will be over by May, and that's the indication and the feeling that I'm getting. because of all the readings that I've done up to now, they seem to have a tough time, or rather getting back to normality as normal as possible from June to about May. Excuse me. So I think we will be balanced out around May, because the second half of the year is for nearly all the zodiac signs that I've done the best. And for you goes the same. Perhaps you need an advocate or a lawyer if you're in a judicial situation. Okay, because of this broken heart, you've decided to seek advice. It could be about a study as well, because you've got victory foremost and first and foremost, as you have the Ace of Swords in November. Perhaps you already undertook legal action, and that's why you have to you feel, or that's why you feel you have to defend yourself in May. It's also lying underneath this card. You have victory. It might have taken months, but you're there. You're the winner. Woo! And not only that, but you might start a new study. Perhaps it's for some people, it might be advice on which institution they should go or choose, and they need advice on that because they want more knowledge, as the swords stand for knowledge. Also communication, so perhaps you might get a job in communication if that is why you are applying, and you're getting that news from in February. Perhaps you've applied and you get the news, and the new beginning begins in what, April, March or April, like I said. And yep, you are up and you're running for success. If you are in this institution, sorry, hang on a minute. If you are in this job of communication, like a presenter or a story writer, author, or a musician, or a newsreader, or anything like that, or a hairdresser, or you're wanting to do a study to become somebody like the Hierophant, then it's the right person to seek advice from, which is the best school, which is the best university, whatever. You will have success. You will have absolute success. Okay. Because why? In December you've got the Three of Cups. No, this is not celebrations for New Year and Christmas alone. This is because you have victory in November. Look at that sword. Usually it's got the wreath of the champion, but here it has the crown. So you have victory. You could be meeting a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian, or be dealing with one of these. And Gemini has appeared in your reading in August, so remember, perhaps you might be meeting somebody in August if you're not hooked up, and you might be getting married in October or November, because these are cards for institutions that represent institutions or municipalities. You might be getting married within a couple of months, because we've got the air sign here, we've got the air signs here, and wow, yes, so you could be getting involved with a water sign, definitely either a Pisces, but don't forget Cancer and Scorpio. You might be dealing with a Scorpio. You might be, because you've got the Pisces here and the Scorpio here. You've got the Gemini here, you've got Sagittarius here, you've got Taurus there, and you have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius again. Well, that's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, the second half of the year will be the best time for everybody. Now, I've got the answer of the angels within the next few weeks. Now, that is their answer. Like here in January, you might be sad, you might be heartbroken, but within the next couple of weeks, you could realize that you need to come into action. Perhaps somebody might send you an invitation of I love you or I like you. Would you like to go out? Would you like to go out to dinner? That's caring. Somebody's helping you to get you out of your shell. Boom. Then we have the wedding. And like I said, there could be a wedding in October or November. And here we have the wedding card. If you are getting married, then this could be with either all the fire signs I've named or called, or you could be invited to a wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Wow. So it could even be that you might be getting divorced, cut, but I don't think so because it's too positive. You might have been divorced and you might be meeting your soulmate this year. The real thing. The better than the last. So don't sit behind the geraniums from January onwards. Don't wear your heart on a sleeve. Okay? On your sleeve. Don't be sad. Come out of your shell. And don't look back. And be realistic. Don't look through pink colored glasses. That is what I'm hearing. That's telling me. Now you've got light a candle. And you've got vermilion angel feather, which is like fiery orange. The angels feel your bereavement and loss and are here to wipe away your tears. It's now time to connect with your precious love. This could be a pet, like I said, and this could be a loss of something else. It doesn't have to mean that somebody passed away. Remember, I'm reading for thousands of people. The vermilion angel feather is presented to you as a symbol of precious love. The angels have been closely wrapping their wings around you since your loved one passed. They asked that you now connect with your loved one in the spirit world. Light a candle near a photo of them and say any prayer. Then ask that they give you a sign now or in the future that they are around you. Each time you light a candle with love in your heart, your spiritual connection grows. Know that the angels have been delivering love from your loved one to you whilst you sleep every night. Your love is eternal. Other symbols of the vermilion angel feather is increasing creativity, increased joy, increased optimism, positive view of life, nurturing easy of phobies, courage. Don't give up, like I said. The crystals that you can wear, that vermilion crystals are cinsite, jasper, iron and quartz. Archangels, Archangel Sandalphon and Zadkiel. Sandalphon is the angel of tears and Zadkiel is the angel of prayers. And those are the angels that you can turn to. Do you wish to do so? I wish you a beautiful year. Take care. I love you. And remember, set the intention to healing, because I do involve everybody that is a cyber angel of mine in my prayers. Take care. Bye bye. Please like and share.